So with Sabrina Carpenter's not so new anymore music video for Tears, I decided that I would overanalyze the video and look for every item in the video, as well as a little bit of symbolism. There won't be that much symbolism though, because honestly, I have no pop culture knowledge outside of Sabrina. But if you want to see the inspirations behind not only this video, but the symbolism of the music video, you can check out the song decoder. I'd be super down to collab on a future music video over analyzation if this video gets any views at all, but that's up to her to reach out. I'll try not to mention anything that she did in her video unless it has to do with the items. So to start, there's immediately a broken car with diamond-shaped side view mirrors. The guy's inside and he's passed out. Now I can't tell if the car in the man-child video is the exact same one as this one, but I think that the idea is that it's supposed to be a transition from short and sweet to man's best friend. So after seeing the car crash, Sabrina looks up and we see her wearing a white ribbon hat, white gloves, white heels, and a blue dress. She slowly walks towards the house and starts running at the sound of rain and thunder. At the door, she is met with two lights and the thing used to knock on the doors, but proceeds to knock with her hands anyway. She then hears a shikita and proceeds to go to a window where she can peer in. Here she sees a deer, a mirror, a brush with a crescent, lipstick, a cotton swab, a red pouch, a shiny black pouch, a spiral thing, hanging heels, red shell looking thing, red curtain, gold ingot, black nail, an outlet, a bucket, what looks to be a compass, and many other things that I can't exactly tell what they are. Now, these hanging heels are actually probably a reference to the Man-Child music video where there's actually heels hanging here on the clothesline. Anyway, she then walks back to the house and her hat falls off. Here she sees books, statues, candle-looking things, a portrait, and a tiny clock. The camera then veers really fast, revealing a clock and a black apple that don't reappear again, which I find strange. Then she proceeds to see the piano with countless books on it, a mini sofa, statues, a lamp, and these two things that I have no idea what they are. At this point, a man, in this case is Coleman Domingo, jumps out and he's wearing a red band around his waist and his hair is purple. He's also wearing a crop suit and tie as well as red heels. Right before Sabrina gets pushed through a door into what almost looks like the cave, you can see a white thing here that might be a clock. It's only in one frame along with the book. Anyways, once she's through the door, she's immediately met with tons of people. If you want to know who they are, again, check out the song decoder, because honestly, I'm amazed that she spent so much time looking for them. Immediately, I noticed many outfits, but for items, I noticed three chairs, a fountain, and a red table. And the girl in the back has a chainsaw. Here you can actually see outside a little bit, and Chainsaw Girl is still in the back, which I find to be quite interesting here. Then someone breaks a dish and Sabrina screams. In the next scenes, there are people, but also a statue of people kissing, as well as a telephone. The phone is a direct symbol of the lyric, "A little communication is my ideal foreplay." After this, there's a scene with a magnifying glass that can see through Sabrina's clothes, as well as a red chair and another small outlet. The thing on the left is actually a jukebox, which I also learned from the song decoder. In the next scene, the chainsaw girl comes back, shown licking a super long black colored thing. I don't exactly know what this is. I don't know the interpretation of this, but that's up to y'all. Anyway, she breaks the chair with the chainsaw, which is a direct reference to the lyric spoken, "Assemble a chair" from IKEA. Also, I might be dumb because these might be regular earrings, but they look kind of like upside down question marks. After this, hands start coming out the walls, grabbing at Sabrina's clothes. I won't count nails as an item, although technically they're obviously fake nails. After this, she receives a cola that says tears, as well as a straw to drink it with. After this, someone measures the length of her thighs. Maybe a reference to the current lyrics. Anyway, in the next scene, you can see what looks like cherries, a cup, and maybe two teapots on a tray. There is also a huge yarn ball next to a vent, as well as a sofa to the left. This scene actually elevates the room on the right side, causing her to fall, which you can see in the behind the scenes. The shot then widens, revealing someone knitting a white yarn ball into a thing that says far, again a reference to the lyrics at that point. In the next scene, there's someone seen in red heels and someone applying nail polish with their mouth. This scene is definitely a little weird, but moving on. After this, the background changes and we're met with a bat painting. Now, me and the sound decoder don't know what this is, so if I could get any interpretations in the comment, I'd be really happy. Suddenly, the background behind Sabrina drops, revealing Coleman Domingo. He's on a tractor in a field with binoculars with belts on his belt, watching Sabrina. After this, Sabrina starts pole dancing. This is definitely not on my 2025 bucket list, but okay. Anyway, it cuts back to the bat setting where there's a chair as well as two portraits. They're actually shown in the previous scene, but I didn't see them, so anyways. Moving on. The dancing cuts pretty fast, but one pan reveals some weird locker looking things in the back. I'm not sure. And Sabrina and Coleman start dancing in a room full of mirrors. Next is
Dance break.
all right, here we go. There's a ton of items here. So we got the trolley thing, a white trolley thing, a van, a person in black, the world meets sign, some boxes with Chinese characters, some wood stacked on top of each other, lots of trash. I think this is a telephone thing, a water jug, barrel, and two people are revealed. One is shown walking out the door and pouring trash onto the street. Before the next scene, you can see a car for like one frame. I wonder if this is one of her broken down cars or relationships from the last music video. In the next scene, Sabrina starts dancing in the same room as earlier, and we see a hammer, a needle, an ice sculpture, followed by a man with a cane and coins all over his coat. Then there's a responsible tattoo, and there were weights in the background here. In the next scene, there's mirrors showing the weights again and the strong woman with the tattoo. There's also a portrait and the red light in the back, and this weird thing that the red light is showing. Somehow the guy gets thrown back, and this causes him to wake up. This scene made me feel like he's peering through the car window to hypnotize the guy with the twisty thingy on his tongue, but I find this to be untrue, seeing as he's in the field and the car isn't. In the next couple scenes, there's something that looks like the same shot as the beginning, except there's some really tall white grass in front of the house, which is quite interesting. And one of the very fast scenes here, it seems that Coleman is wearing the blue scarf that looks like it's from Santa Doesn't Know You Like I Do, that Sabrina wears. Speaking of, honorable mention to the guy in Santa Doesn't Know You Like I Do, as he's the only male main character to not die in a Sabrina Carpenter music video. Also, Santa Doesn't Know You Like I Do is actually my favorite Sabrina song with over 6,000 plays. So, anyways, Sabrina is then thrown out of her house and she throws a heel at her boyfriend, killing him. She actually made 4 different endings for this, and I posted them all on my channel if you'd like to see them. Anyway, tell me if I missed any items, and more importantly, thank you so much for watching. Please sub if you enjoyed this, because low-key this took way too long.